So we got all the brackets for the posts. Picked them up from Calgary, hauled them out here. They're about 800 pounds. And we got all this ready rod to go through and lock everything in place. One of the issues though is they didn't really clean their welds up very well. So it's not great. I gotta basically take a grinder and clean up all this. So it's a lot of work I don't want to do. But that's the way it goes, I guess. So, I'll see you in a bit. So after we get these all cleaned up, I'm gonna get my dad to get a rag and basically wipe everything down with mineral spirits. And then we're gonna paint these with the trim clad rust paint. Accidentally got gloss, so these are gonna be pretty shiny. This is a primer and paint, so 3 coats should probably be pretty good. Quickly show you what I'm talking about. So their welds, they didn't clean them up, and I basically am dealing with plus or minus a millimeter for getting these posts in, and these are really gonna hamper it. So what I've been doing is taking the grinder and cleaning off all these welds. Unfortunately, they have ones in here too on the corners, and the only way to really get in there is with a chisel. And I'm gonna try to do my multi-tool with a metal bit and just see if that'll clean it up, but just a bunch of work I don't particularly want to be doing right now. Cool. Did a sample of this one to see if, see how it turned out once with three coats of paint. So 1 down, 16 more to go or something. That's Lyle's job though. So my next job is to put these nap connectors in. Attach them with these assy screws. So basically the idea is route a remote, put them in, they're hidden brackets, so you'll never see them. But it's gonna be a lot of work, so here we go. This is the jig I made up for the router. Nothing too fancy about it, but we'll cut this first one out and see how it does. Well, I'm not gonna lie, that was really sketchy. If you have a plunge router, use that. Don't use a trim router like I am using, because it's a little dangerous. Okay, so there's the opening 1 inch into the post, and this is the nap connector. So this just goes in there. Sits in there just like that. This is the idea behind the hid bracket, is to basically see nothing. And I swapped out my router because the little trimmer is super sketchy and I don't want to lose my fingers. And I'm using this DeWalt one, which I absolutely hate. I just hate this. It just has no power. It sucks. Shit. My advice to you, don't ever buy DeWalt tools. They're absolute trash. So, swapped out the router, made one cut with this thing, and basically the motor's fried, won't turn on. So I'm gonna try to take it apart, see if I can fix it, but I've got a pretty good idea this is going in the garbage. Don't ever buy DeWalt. Okay, took the top off. I don't know. Bunch of broken shit. So, you can see this. I don't know if it's a resistor or whatever, but it's popped. So, fucking DeWalt. Piece of garbage. So I gotta go buy a new router. Yep, that's absolute junk. Don't buy it, ever. So after tinkering and thinking that I was gonna go buy another $300 router, I decided to really put my Makita laminate trimmer through the ringer here. So I added this thing, and so far it's been pretty good. It's a lot better. I think it's like a 1 1/4 horse, and it's kicking the DeWalt's ass, which is 2 1/4. But I bought that DeWalt probably a year ago, and it's already crapped out. I've had this thing for like 5 years, and this thing, it just keeps going, keeps trucking. So I will be buying a Makita router from now on, not DeWalt. Okay, gonna give you guys a little bit of an update here. It's been about a day and a half since I last recorded, so yeah, we got some stuff up. So these are, pretty sure I showed you guys, but these are the hidden brackets, the Knapp hidden brackets, and they actually are awesome. I was kind of worried about them, but they're pretty solid. And then we started with these cross ones. Super heavy. Thanks to my dad for getting them up. One issue we're having though is trying to get this ready rod through. Even if we seem to get a good hole, it still kind of binds in the top here and gets caught. So I think we're gonna use a die grinder and make these a little bit bigger. But yeah, brackets have been a bit of a nightmare too. We've been using, actually I'll go show you in 2 secs. The brackets are so tight. We've been using this car jack actually, and popping a block in here to just give us enough to get in there, but it's still super tight, and we're still gonna probably have to put a pipe clamp here, clamp these down before we can actually get our ready rods in there. But the ready rods just go on the outside. That's just the only one I did because it can go through wood and doesn't have to hit the bracket. So to give you guys another update later. Here. Yeah, these are awesome brackets. Definitely recommend those. Those are awesome.